they did fix a lot of things, but to me, it's
but that was a
tainted.
year ago though. Niggas forget.
I haven't watched the anime yet.
I can't. Right now, I just can't stand
Watch
anime.
it. That shit is actually good. It takes place before the actual game though.
Takes place before V. Before all the shenanigans.
Before V. Oh shit.
Ain't the guy wearing the same jacket that V wears?
This nigga didn't say shit.
Wait, what happened?
I don't really need my green screen for real. I'm just leave this shit up. I'm not even gonna lie.
You need to steam that thing, get them wrinkles out.
So I got an Ethernet cord. Damn, I don't. Okay.
Good to see. I ain't got that shit stretched all the way out right now either. Pause.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying, no, fuck that. Resume. Exactly what I said. Call me Jamie
Pause,
Foxx,
record,
we can
play.
be.
I think I'm only like maybe like 10 hours into Cyberpunk, so I mean, maybe longer than that. So I've been doing the side missions, and now I'm trying to do
like 6
main story.
hours.
But the problem is, a lot of the missions, some of them are main quests, but it's not the main story, if that makes sense.
Then there's side quests.
Yeah. Because like the overall goal for the plot. What the hell, King?
What?
Aborted fetus.
What the hell you got going on in the mic?
No, that's what's it called? Keep it a buck. It was a short that popped up on my shit. And I just opened up my thing and it started playing.
I heard it was abortion. Like, hey, yo.
Exactly. Like I said, oh, that they talking about that type of.
They had a new update on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It was just raiding tombs, nothing special. I'm almost 180 hours in that game.
It's time for them to let that shit go.
I'm gonna miss that type of style of Assassin's Creed.
You don't play Cyberpunk, but you on mid-holla for that long?
Yeah.
They're not getting rid of that style, Warroof. Like what they're doing is they're doing back to the old style for one game, and then the other game is going to be open world, like the feudal Japan one that they're doing.
Oh yeah, I gotta wait more years for that one.
Really, like a year, because I mean we're at the end of the year, like we're basically almost done.
We're in spooky month.
It's spooky season.
Or Broketober, but I don't think like that. I don't think a whole bunch of games are coming out this month that I'm aware of.
Why does King look like a super villain right now?
What?
I delayed in my when I talk.
Because you was like this, you was. The green screen don't make it any better.
Someone's lagging behind again,
shit, bro. My shit delayed as fuck.
What you got on your?
You need more internet bandwidth.
Delayed as fuck on StreamYard, bro. God. Nah, y'all niggas need to go back to Discord with this shit. Jesus.
Oh, speaking of Discord, I fixed that OBS issue.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, it was a graphic setting that wouldn't compute with like the new updates, so I just reverted back to default and then everything works now.
Yeah, we'll
fucking
test it
Intel.
out. Yeah,
Intel shit.
Definitely is. I can lie to you. But shit, I mean, let's get into it, man. We're not even doing episode numbers. We're just rolling with it. Delayed gaming. I'm your host Saint. I got my co-host in Wolf, and we got special guest King Kareem, 1969 on Twitch.
Yo, what's up, man? Appreciate y'all having me.
Man, I got to ask y'all though. Like, have y'all seen the PlayStation Stars shit?
No, what the hell is that?
What's going on with that?
What the fuck is that?
Bro, so you know
What are
how
they
Xbox
cooking?
has like their Xbox rewards and all this shit. Because Sony already had a whole they have a Sony rewards shit. But now PlayStation doing their own reward system and it's some fuck shit, bro. Like, long story short, they got rid of customer service, like the option to reach out to them on Twitter and stuff. They got rid of that like a month ago or announced it like 2 months ago. And you fast forward to this week where they made the announcement of what's all included in PlayStation Reward, the PlayStation Store, the stars. Basically, you gotta pay to get that customer service. Like you have to sign up to that PlayStation Stars to get customer service. Like
That's
ahead.
crazy.
Like, bro, like what the fuck? Like, what do you mean I have to sign up for a reward service to get customer service? Like, what the fuck?
That
Like, what?
sounds greedy and very problematic.
Like, bro,
Sounds just like fucking Sony.
like, I'm over here having a problem with my PlayStation game or something, or a trophy, or can't load data. You tell me I got to go to a whole nother service just to get customer service for that? Like, what kind of shit? Like,
It's very
bro,
stupid. Because I know with
I don't
Xbox,
like
all you
that.
gotta do is hold the menu button and you just report a problem. So it's just easy like that. You report a problem, it'll screenshot and save a clip of the problem. You just upload it. I don't know if they'll reply, but it gets sent as like a ticket. And if there's multiple problems within that ticket, then they'll address the issue.
yeah, that ticket stuff is bullshit, bro.
I don't know how effective it is. They do I guess weekly, daily, or monthly ratings about the report system. See if it's still working or is it still in people's favor. But I usually do not get that direct response. The last time I got a response from like some fucking Xbox team is when I got my fucking account hacked. I think it was like July towards no, it was in of June to July.
Man got doxxed.
I don't know what the fuck. It was like a phishing attack. Well, no,
Mhm.
what pinching, phishing, or whatever the word is, where it would send it, like 100 messages to random people, even bots, and you just get mass reported. And all they needed was your gamer tag. They just put in your gamer tag, and somehow you send out 100 different like offensive messages and get mass reported. And that shit was so annoying. I get like Xbox enforcement banned. They banned my communications. And it happened, I think, 2 or 3 times. I went to anything I could think of. The Xbox ambassadors couldn't do shit because they don't have admin or IT skills. They're just a front. They're just a regular person behind a computer. That's the Xbox ambassadors.
And it
I went
worked for
to
free.
pretty much. I went to the Microsoft security, and they're like, "Well, we can't do anything that because it's out of our quote unquote jurisdiction." That's Xbox, not a Microsoft issue. It's an Xbox issue. Then there was an article. I don't know if I still have it bookmarked, but there is an article out there that talks about this attack. Even a Reddit post talked about attack, and it's now archived. No one can edit it, or you can still look at it, but no one can like talk in it. But it was literally just like this hack me where all they needed was your gamer tag, and they just click enter, and you just get massive reported. But I did get. Oh, that was an echo. I don't know. King.
You
Oh
got
gosh.
two. You got
No,
two
I
different
was
accounts.
fixing.
All right, so my enforcement action did get wiped, and they offered me like I guess like Xbox Gold. They sent me a message.
Xbox
Sorry
nuts.
for the terrible thing that happened to you. Here's some Xbox Gold. I'm like, fuck you, dude. I have never been banned or gotten any like
Code
strike
of
on my
conduct.
account. I have never violated the code of conduct, and I've been on the Xbox for I think it was like 10 years at that time. And all of a sudden, I am like getting threatened to lose everything because of this weird ass fucking hack system. And I was playing Black Ops 4 with a group of people, and they also got attacked.
God damn.
Yeah, someone must have taken their loss heavily and wanted to
It
get us
became
banned.
personal with me.
For real.
It's their whole system is weird because like I'm an Xbox ambassador and like I personally I think it was a little too easy the way I got it, and it's really inconsistent too. Like I know I've put in hours in the Xbox, so I'm like, okay, I get it. But it'd be like some other people that had way more than me in Xbox. Like they play it daily and they got kicked out of it.
Damn.
It's a fake. It's fake. It's like no, it's not even like community manager. It's like less than community manager. I don't know what the fuck they are. All they do is just redirect you to articles for you to read.
Yeah, because they don't work. They're like it's
Yeah, they
more
do
of
it for
just for
free.
testing out the stuff and giving feedback. That's really all it is.
It's like a membership minus the subscription to it. You just follow. You don't get paid.
And it's weird too because like yeah, I get like the beta stuff if I want to try it on Xbox Series X or anything like that, but I don't know. They be following some people on Twitter and they see they tweets and they be like, "Nah, you've been removed out of it," and they won't even like give you the specifics on what you did to like get kicked out of it.
The Xbox Ambassador program.
Yeah, because I've had that to the homie Kid Smooth. He was in it and then they kicked him out of it because it was
That's
1
nuts.
month. I want to say like 3 months ago, or everybody just started applying for it, and it was weird. Like Broken Games HD got into it, and I'm not gonna lie, he's a Sony fanboy. He denies it, but he's a Sony like PC kind of guy, and he got into it. Like he don't even play Xbox like that, but Kid Smooth is on that shit religiously. Like that's his preferred platform. He's an Xbox fanboy, and they kicked him the fuck out.
Favoritism, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird. Like that one dude, Xbox Uni, he's an Xbox dick sucker. I'm sorry. He's entertaining though. But it says nut shit. Somehow he got banned, or not banned, blocked by the Halo Twitter account.
How?
Like,
The
bro,
fuck?
how the fuck do you get blocked from a gaming franchise's Twitter account? Like, what the?
Nigga was a Gears of Wars fan.
No, he was a Halo fan. Like, he was on that mug.
They probably saw something about him and would just rather not engage further down the line. Because sometimes I would do that. I'll see someone's profile. I'm like, oh my god, I do not want to see this person, so I'll just block, so I won't see him again.
But that's the thing.
I
It's
have
a
done that.
gaming page though. Like, I can understand if it was Phil Spencer, like a personal page or
Phil.
Xbox page, but Halo, I'm like, that's fucking weird. Like, what the fuck? And they're not making their case any better. You know how Bonnie left, but really she got fired, and
They fired her ass.
they just been a shitstorm, not releasing content like that. It's all over.
All they had was 2 maps, and it's been over a year or almost a year. No, has it been almost a year?
It's been like a year. I thought it was like a year and a half.
Well,
No, I think it came out last year.
It was in beta in September because remember they released it early.
Oh yeah, they released the multiplayer early
And called it a beta, quote unquote, and then officially launched when the story launched, but it was no different.
Yeah, it hasn't been 2 maps. Okay, I'm thinking of Battlefield, which is not a failure. Battlefield has only had 2 new maps, and it's almost been a year. And if this was
you talking about?
2042.
2042.
I never even got that. I forgot.
Don't even touch it. Don't even touch it.
Oh, I wasn't. I stood like nigga. I was trying to stick to like Battlefield 3, maybe Battlefield 4.
The game's not bad. It's just like I don't know. It's a little few things that kind of just fucked up that release, and I don't know. It's just that franchise in itself is in hot water. Like it's
Yep, we're picking
probably
up the
done.
pieces. Trying to put the band-aid on some shattered glass.
But speaking of Xbox, have y'all seen the shit what Jim Ryan's been doing? The fuck shit.
What he been
Jim
on?
Ryan, I have not.
Who is that? Who is Jim Ryan? Please educate me.
The
'Cause
Texas
y'all know-
Hammer. Just kidding.
Hey, Jim Adler. But no, y'all know
Jim
more
Adler.
about Xbox stuff than I do.
Well, no, Jim Ryan is
went away from
the
Xbox over the
he's
years.
the head of Sony, like the head of PlayStation.
Oh yeah, see, I
Oh, I
don't even know.
might
I
have
just-
seen something. I
just play
didn't look
systems.
into it.
And Phil Spencer's basically the head of Xbox. He's
Yeah.
the
Chief.
Well, yeah, he got promoted to chief, right? Like, because he was in a different position with Xbox, but then he got promoted to something else. Where it's like,
Yeah, because the previous
more
guy was gonna fuck up Xbox. You couldn't game share. Things are well. I think things were like if it's installed on one Xbox, you can't play it on another Xbox. It was all over the fucking place. The Kinect, like most irrelevant thing now, obviously, because we don't see it now. But that previous CEO,
I still have my Kinect.
I like the Kinect though.
Yeah, but it was
My
not
Kinect's
selling.
sitting in my crib.
It is what it is, though. But Jim Ryan has been, because Microsoft is trying to acquire Activision, and
yeah.
right now they're trying to get it all approved and go through with the Europe Activision. And basically, Jim Ryan been cock blocking, and he's been like, "Nah, I've been on a campaign, and this is bad for gaming. If they do this, if they own Call of Duty." And it's just like, come on, bro, you're a hypocrite, and like, let this shit go, bro. Come on, bro. Sony owns Destiny. They own so much shit right now, bro. They've been having the marketing rights and exclusive game modes for Call of Duty all these years, and it's like, come on, bro. Like, you're blocking Final Fantasy VII from coming to Xbox. Like, shut up, bro. Like, it's getting old and annoying. And then Google Stadia, which we'll get into fucking that, but Google, they jumped in. They're like, oh man, this is the reason why we're leaving. We had to end Stadia because of this Activision purchase. Just like,
Really?
what the fuck are y'all talking about? Google, you don't have nothing to do with this shit. Shut your bitch ass up. Like, what the
Stadia's been
fuck?
irrelevant since day one.
Like, they have nothing to do with gaming. Like, it's just like, it's getting annoying and old. It's like, bro, just let this deal go through. Like, it's gonna happen regardless. You're just slowing down this process. Like,
But you're a hater. But no, you're being a hater. Let them buy it.
Yeah, I'm looking at this article from Video Game Chronicles. It says Google is also said to have voiced its concerns to EU regulators, according to the same sources.
yeah, they jumped into that, and it's just like, bro, you have nothing to do with this conversation. And that's when you look at this Google, because this literally happened a day after they announced that Google Stadia has ended, and which is funny. Last month, well, no, not September. In August, they denied, because there was a rumor that came out. I think Jason Schreier, I think he's the one that brought it out. I'm not sure. He may have been the first one to talk about it, but it came out that Google Stadia, Google was looking to end the Google Stadia, like they were going to be done. The Google Twitter page or the Google Stadia Twitter page were like, "Oh no, these rumors are not true." Fast forward, not even like a month later, they officially announced that it's dead and that they're refunding all the money that customers paid for. They're refunding it. So if you bought it, whatever, or pay for this service, you get your money back. And what's fucked up, they didn't tell any developers, and it's been I kid you not, King. Like, you will look on Twitter, and a bunch of developers are like, "Hey, yo, we have a game releasing next week." Or one of them said we have one releasing November 1st. We're just finding out about this news. What the fuck? Like, And it's just like I saw it coming because there's nothing wrong with streaming. I'll say it's not there yet. It might get there at a certain point, but I highly doubt it just because of how much it costs to even have a good streaming service and have a good Wi-Fi and everything like that.
Yeah, it all comes down to location and service. Like I could probably use no, I couldn't use Stadia because all I get here is maximum 100 megabytes download.
But that's not the main issue. The issue is you're not giving the people an option. The Google Stadia is just a streaming box.
Yeah, everything's in the cloud, and there goes King.
Yep, King dropped out. But you're giving a streaming box, and this has been, even though it was ahead of its time. You have PlayStation; they had their streaming box where you literally could play PS3, PS2 games, and occasionally I think PS4 games are on there too. But that shit was ahead of its time, and it's not ready. It's still not ready for something like that. But you give the customer an option where they can stream and play games natively. It works because look at it. PS Now, it just wasn't marketed right. And what did they do? They put it into PS Plus. I'm pretty sure it's doing decent, and they're not going to really lose money per se.
Oh
because
no, PS Now is he.
I wouldn't say that. It's
That shit
still
doing
got
fine
some.
now.
It's got some kinks to it, and
Honestly,
some
I
fuck shit
just
they have.
truthfully the only thing I don't like about PS Now with that type of shit is just the streaming because I can't sometimes I can't stream multiple things like that. Like I tried streaming God of War a couple months ago, the first one, and I can't stream that and then still have my stream up because that's a Wi-Fi thing, sure. But you figured they would have these games available for you to download and you can just stream them too. Because these games are next to nothing when it comes to memory.
And that's why I said it's really important to give people the option. And with that, nobody can really stream the game unless they buy a PS3 version of it, or they got a crazy ass setup where they can stream it from their PC, and that's complicated in itself. But Xbox, they give you an option. Yes, they're losing money, but Microsoft has tons of money, so money is not really an issue with them. They're going for the long term, kind of a Netflix route to it, because you got games on there you can stream or you can download.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
iCloud.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's fucking garbage with latency, like it's terrible with latency. It gives you kind of like a test to see if you really like this game before downloading it. I've used it a couple times to see how good a game is. It works. It's just they need to fix that latency issue because I don't want to be playing with major delayed inputs, screen tearing, loading tearing, like it loads the game left to right like it's a fucking old school TV. It just looks terrible. It also glitches. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with the iCloud feature. But I like how it's I can use it to test games before fully downloading it.
Yeah, that's a good option. And Sony, the issue I have with them is their price is it's pretty insane. I spent damn near $100 thinking about damn near $100 just to upgrade because they hold the fuck out of me. I had like damn near 2 years worth of PS Plus, but to upgrade to the premium tier, I had to pay because I got a discount off of it because I paid the Black Friday deal. I think at what? It may have been Amazon. I'm not really sure. It may have been it may have been directly from PlayStation. But they calculated every fucking cent to where I had to pay what it would cost of like the actual price. Yeah, so it was like 120, I think, for a whole year. So basically, whatever I paid, I think it was maybe like $50 for 2 years. I think that's around the range it was. But I basically paid what the balance would be if I was to upgrade for I think it was like a year and like 6 months left into it,
But
which
that
is
so what
bullshit in
like
itself.
what I know for my stuff with my PlayStation Plus Premium with the pack, like I do the 3 month deal on my or I do the 3 month or the year deal for my normal PlayStation Plus, and then what I did the premium because that didn't cost that much extra. Like right now, I think I'm due for like $50 this month and all that, and that shouldn't be a lot. But you already had like 2 years worth of PlayStation Premium. They should have charged you like what, like $30-$40 for the premium shit to add on to that.
Yeah, and that's the problem I have with it. Like they
They
knew
talking about
people have had
120.
had it stacked. Some people had their shit stacked for like 10 years worth of like PlayStation Plus.
Why would you buy 10 years worth of PlayStation Plus? Is my question.
Think about it. I mean, nobody had the idea that this shit was gonna be PS Now merging into it. And like me, I don't like to add an extra bill where I'm paying $10 a month on PlayStation and $10 on Xbox and Apple Music 15. That shit piles up. I'd rather just pay
It
whatever the
does,
subscription is
but
and
like
not have to think about it.
10 years worth of PlayStation is crazy.
Especially when you get it on sale too, though. When you get it on sale and it's 50% off, I'm gonna take that. Even now, when I'm waiting to Black Friday, I'm waiting to see what's the discounts gonna be because I've already seen discounts for PS Premium. Was it a major discount? Not really, but I'm waiting because I know once that happens, I'm gonna take full advantage. I'd rather save some money than having to spend more. And Sony, they
I feel you on
get every
that.
dollar I need.
Just that I prefer to pay for it if I know I'm going to use it versus just paying for it. And then something happens, then I'm just like, yeah, I'm not even going to use it. Like if say I decide I'm not going to be on my PlayStation for like the next month or something, I don't see a point in like re-upping on charging my PlayStation because I'm just losing $50 and I know I'm not going to have time.
Yeah, that's why I get the whole year. So I mean, I don't really think about it. Especially if it's like a game that comes out, some multiplayer games, and you want to play with the homies, and you don't got plus,
Yo,
that
yeah.
shit gonna be frustrating.
Sounds
Seen it
like
happen.
the days of
It's-
bronze,
Hey, look,
silver,
that or game share with the
gold.
homies.
That's basically what it is, Warroof. Like it's literally the same thing that 360 did with their gold service. Because there's like three different tiers, well, four tiers, right? Because with the basic PS Plus and what is it like extra and then like premium? I think so.
That's stupid. That's such an old concept.
Well, it's smart at the end of the day because you sucker people in to play the service that wasn't making any money, and especially if you know people God of War Ragnarok's coming out. People like me, King, everybody else. What did we do? Go back and play the old God of Wars,
Yeah,
even though it's only
that's what I
streaming.
plan on doing this month.
And I'm probably gonna get a PS3 and get God of War 2 on that. But the way the world is, people are reselling shit for overpriced, and you got to get the right setup
Over
for it.
MSRP.
Like, nah. Especially PS2s, if you want to play on there, you got to get the converter, the HDMI converter and stuff, and that's extra money. And then, yeah, nah. I rather play on a PS5 where it's a better frame rate, so to speak, better graphics. But it is what it is. You're stuck at streaming just because Sony made a very shitty fucking console.
Mm-mm.
And if there's any fanboys that want to get mad about that, you can look this up. There's a whole documentary about how the PS3 games were just terribly designed for game developers. They fucking hated it. You can go to what is his name? I believe his name is Mystic. It's like Mystic something on YouTube. He has a whole documentary of the PS3 generation breaking down everything and why that shit went wrong. And even at the end, it's still like, in my opinion, PS3 and 360, there wasn't. They say, oh, PS3 won, but nobody really won at that generation. They all got fucked over. And niggas got hacked and lost so much money and lost.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
360 got sued and losses because of the red rings of death. So I mean, it all around was a loss for everybody.
Happened to me once.
We ain't gonna talk about the red rings. I got hit with that. That had me heated as a child. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wrapping blankets over it.
Yep. The overheating it will, make it breathe again when they break. And there was the intercooler, which was like another issue because that was the exhaust of the Xbox is supposed to come out. You're not supposed to blow it back in with cold air. Where the exhaust port is, that's backwards.
Terrible. I didn't sit my head.
It made sense if it was placed on like the bottom. That's where the cool air comes through, not the exhaust way. So that was a stupid scheme. Okay, when did this game come out? So I had my first Red Ring of Death. I think. Damn, what was I playing? I was playing Bells and Arms Hell's Highway when I first got my Red Ring of Death. The screen didn't turn red, but it was like hazy red. And everything just froze, and I just heard beep. Then the three rings.
Remember that OG Xbox dashboard when you first got it?
The folders, the sliders.
Yeah, we was playing whatever stuff was already like whatever stuff came with it on it already, and all that because we didn't get it. We just got the system. We didn't get no games yet. We were gonna get games like next week
the
or
Lego
something.
Star Wars demos and Doritos Crash Course.
Yeah. So and like Tetris or whatever was on there is
that was there too.
So what, bro? Like we was on it for like 3 days, and then the TV just went black, and the Xbox started blinking red. Me and my brother was devastated because we was waiting for that shit, but we hopped right back on the OG Xbox. But we was heated. We traded that in for a PS3. I'm not even gonna lie. And then we went and got a Xbox like a couple years later.
Well, did y'all get the $600 PS3 or the one
that PS3?
Boy, we got that fatback OG. We got that fatback OG at the crib right now.
No, I mean, like, did you get the $600 one where it was? I believe that one was the backwards compatible one. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we got the backwards compatible one. Was the other one backwards compatible?
I don't think the other one was. Well, no, they both were. The other one was cheaper, I think, because of like space, like gigabyte space. But they megabytes at the time. My fault. Yeah, the newer ones after that, they stopped doing the backwards compatible because they were like, oh, nobody's using it.
No, I know ours is backwards compatible and all that, and it got a decent amount of space on it.
Yeah, I tried to get another one.
They're as old as the system.
Yeah, I'm tempted to get another one, but last time I got it, I didn't realize how bad the controller is. Like Jesus Christ, like it's no vibrations in it, bro. It feels like a one of those, like a toy gun you would get at like the fucking 99-cent store.
Nerf.
I mean you go to the Chinese 99-cent store, bro. I'm talking about like the fakest toys. You had the fakest Dragon Ball Z toys and stuff, and GT toys. That's what it felt like, bro. So lightweight. I'm like, this is not
Those controllers felt easy to break. I'm not gonna lie, because I got scared. Something when I was getting older and all that, I was scared I would break my controller at some point just because my hands was getting bigger.
All you have to do is just wring it like a towel and just snap it in half.
Tattletale strangler. But then that PS4 came along, and I'm like, yeah, I like this controller. I low-key like the 4 controller more, but I like how they brought the sticks back close together on the 5.
I don't think I'll ever get used to touching a controller with the analogs are literally horizontal instead of diagonal like the Xbox.
How about the Nintendo 64?
I grabbed that Xbox controller. That stuff.
64 controller?
Bro. Man, the joystick in the
Oh,
middle,
man.
you got to use. You ever had to use both thumbs on that joint when you was little to try a controller because your hands was too small?
I don't remember something like that. Depends on the
man.
game. Because it was
That was
either
fun.
you had. Because what was the other buttons? There was the analog. There was analog buttons on the left side, which were rarely used, but only like it was used for menu purposes. But in game, I don't remember a game that I had to like use that religiously. It's always the C buttons, like the yellow buttons on the right side. I think they're called C buttons. But it was your middle hand, or no, the middle handle and the right handle was always used the most. Kind of weird. I had 3 handles. It's like the only type of controller that had 3 handles I can think of. Anything else like
Man,
controller
talk about the
games?
Jaguar.
Controller games where literally the controller is the system and the cord was just like a video and a audio cable. And all the games were just packed inside that controller. Those were fun, even though it's like some cheap ass games you would never hear of. They were fun. I actually still have one that still works. Takes 4 batteries though,
Double
and
or
it's got
triple?
no back covering. So, fuckers, you better keep your controller steady.
You ever have a controller act so wonky you could barely move when you was holding it?
PS2.
Man.
I had a wireless PS2 controller,
Yes,
but it was like one of those
sir.
clear ones where you see all the circuits inside. That was
Oh
my
no, you
favorite.
had a Mad Catz?
I don't. I really don't.
Probably
I could probably
was.
find it right now, but it was clear. You could see all the
I
things
know the
inside of it. And it was
clear
wireless though.
wire one, not the wireless. That must have been Mad Catz. I had a
Yeah,
wireless
I had a wireless
controller,
one.
but it looked like a bulky PS2 controller, but the only thing is you had to plug in like an adapter into the PS2. It looked
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
memory
You
card.
had to plug in the receiver, and you had to like pair it with the correct number. Because mine
Yeah,
had a number. It had like 1
I
through
didn't
4
know.
or 1 through 3, and you have to match the number with the receiver.
Oh, I
Yep.
don't remember that.
That controller gave me fucking carpal tunnel.
Yo.
For the first time. I'm like, I can't open my hands. I was
And you was
playing
walking
like
around like
NCAA football. When I got carpal tunnel.
NCAA what 04 was like my favorite one, I'm not gonna lie.
Man, PlayStation 2 was fun. That's why I played no, it was called Off-Road Fury 2. That was a fun
Not gonna
game.
lie. He said carpal
Burnout
tunnel, what that
2.
have you looking like have your hand looking like old boy from Scary Movie?
Oh man,
Oh god.
Did
Oh
you
god.
grab my hand?
Ugh.
I think
needed
when my PS2 died, I think that was worse than the Red Rings a little bit because
damn.
like Red Rings was online gaming, so that shit it finally was just like it had Red Rings like 2 times before. Second time was sent to the Xbox, they fixed it. Third time, it was not coming back. That shit was dead.
Rip.
That mug died when PS3 got hacked, so I couldn't play PS3.
Couldn't play anything.
But I feel like the
Man,
PS2 was worse
man had to
because
go outside, ain't know what to do.
I mean, it wasn't
I
going
love you.
outside.
Breathe air.
That shit was tragic.
He
But
said
PS2
touch
was
grass.
worse because that shit. I didn't know as a kid. I mean, that mug died because it overheated on the floor. So,
Rip.
and that was tough because I mean, all I had was just basically this Cartoon Network just carrying and fucking Disney Channel. Like, there's nothing else I can do. It was mad tragic, and I was moving a lot as a kid because my pops get stationed different places, so it wasn't like I was going outside.
I just remembered that my Nintendo but it overheated. It was weird. It overheated and died. Never played it for several years. Decided to turn it back on and it fucking works. Like, what the fuck? Bipolar piece of shit. You gonna kill yourself and resurrect yourself years down the line?
Mm-mm.
My brother plays it sometimes, playing Road Rash or GoldenEye.
But King, let me ask you, man, how you feel about this Last of Us HBO show? Because they dropped the new
The
trailer
show.
this week.
Okay, so I heard the trailer dropped. I hadn't seen it yet, but is this like a trailer or a teaser still?
No, this is a full-on trailer.
Oh, that sounds
Oh.
pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, but if I'm from what I saw off the teaser, it looks like it could be good, but it's just like I'm feeling Last of Us stout after that third remaster and that mid sequel. But that gameplay was heat though.
Well, that one's a remake, quote unquote. Because I mean the assets are different, so I guess you
And
could
it's a
say
remake.
certain faces are different.
a lot of character models are different, especially they did a lot of mocap and everything for it. But I don't know. This show, I'm not feeling Pedro Pascal as as a white man as Joel. I'm like, that shit kind of throwing me off, and he doesn't have a beard, so I'm just like, I don't know about. He's trying, but the shit look weird. Ellie don't look like Ellie. She got a big ass head, bro. Like that shit throwing me off. Like, and she likes, how Walking Dead. You know how the atmosphere feels like it's apocalyptic, all the way to the characters where they are just dirty. Because I don't know if you ever watch.
You musty.
I mean, hey, Talking Dead, they would go on there and talk about how they would roll in like dirt and everything in mud, get themselves dirty, get that apocalyptic feel. And when I look
All
at
you gotta do is sit in a hot room.
man,
There you go.
I don't know, man. It's nitpicking, but I'm gonna still give it a shot just because it's HBO and their qualities and their shows usually are hits. Like I can't name a miss from HBO in the past 4 years. I can't. Past 5 years, I can't. Because think about it, they did the Watchmen show.
Still didn't see that.
It's amazing. 10 times better.
I still haven't seen it either.
You need to watch it. Regina King, what are you doing? Go watch that. It's on HBO Max. You have Lovecraft Country.
Love Country, yeah, that shit was gas.
It was gas. Even though they fucked up and ended it the way that they did, it should have another season, but it is what it is. Euphoria, good show. Overall, it's a good show. Yeah, I got some issues, but for the most part, you was watching every week going, oh, damn. The shit going crazy.
This bitch right here.
Like, bro, HBO, you can trust them when it comes to the show. It's not like Disney Plus where they're having mid jokes and people twerking, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, God. Or Amazon.
Look, man, I seen She-Hulk this past week. She-Hulk is just bad, bro. I don't like that. I'm so deep in it that I can't get out of it, and I gotta finish it because I think it has like one more episode left anyway. Because honestly, these last 2 episodes are really like just filler. Even though the story feel like it don't have a plot at the same time.
They had a wedding scene where the bride was wedding her dog, or was herself?
She was marrying her dog.
Why the fuck?
What in the Legally Blonde is going on? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's why I'm like Sony. I'm not concerned on the show necessarily, but it's still I'm not 100% like, oh yeah, this is heat. But I will say there's a part where they show the clicker. I'm like, okay, that's.
Oh, I didn't see that. I gotta see that.
It's some heat where I'm like, okay. I'm like, you got me where I'm like, I'll watch it for sure. Like that part's bringing me in. And girl from Euphoria, she's in it.
Which one?
Rue's sister.
Oh.
So she's gonna be in that.
Man,
I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody.
I just looked up some stuff on Titania real quick, bro. She's supposed to be working with Absorbing Man a lot too. See, like She-Hulk and Hulk versus like Titania and Absorbing Man, that would be live to see. I'm not.
Hey, that's we're not even gonna get into Hulk.
That would be nice. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, you gotta let that go. We're not gonna talk about it.
All I'm saying is they gave titanium veneers. That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Listen, all I know is Sony. I'm not really worried. I think they've been doing good overall with their properties as films. The Uncharted movie was pretty good. I was on the edge on it about it, and I'm like, I don't know, but it came up pretty good, and I'm looking forward to 2 on that one. So I think it might be good, but there is still the issues I have with the unnecessary race changing in characters, and that's a whole nother argument I'm not even going to get into. Like,
That's a whole fucking episode right there.
but it's not like where I'm a grown ass man crying about mermaids. So that you're a fucking weirdo for that if you're one of those people. I know last week we didn't really talk about the shit that really went down. Oh, wait, before I even do that closing topic, King, you know I was talking about G4 and the Black Okage.
Yeah.
You know he got fired too.
From G. Hey, yo, excuse me.
He got fired too. It wasn't just Frost and other people. He got fired too. Like he got laid
They
off.
took out Sean Paul mode.
But I mean, they still get paid, which I'm pissed that Frost gets paid. But hey, it is what it is. They got their monies and did all right, cool, whatever. But that shit, I wasn't shocked. I was just like, I seen it coming too because he was on some clown shit. And the whole overall G4 is just, it's not it. Like that's a fucking mess. Oh man. But King, I gotta ask you, man, because the show last week, the PlayStation State of Play, I think that's what it's called. They got them names.
State of Play with the God of War trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, how'd you felt about all the games they show, like Taken 8 and God of War?
I'm always happy for another Tekken.
Now, did you think that was CGI
for Tekken?
Like when you first saw it on screen, did you think that was CGI?
Definitely did.
It's like, man, that shit, bro. When it was a straight gameplay, I'm like, oh damn, this one. I didn't think it was possible to go higher.
Cutscene. That's what I thought it was. I'm like, oh, this the game. This is the game, nigga. This is what I'm gonna be playing with.
It threw me off because I'm like, there's no way we can go up higher from the way that PS4 and like the graphics are. But that shit, I'm like, oh no, this is
so. I always believe it could get better. It just takes time because like what's the call when stuff on the 4 first dropped, it still kind of looked like the 3, but then you go fast forward like 2 years later or some shit, it looks a lot better. Like think about when shit first dropped on the 4, then look at a game like Ghost of Tsushima. It's like, give these niggas time knowing what they're supposed to do with this shit, and they gonna get it done. And the 5 is the same way, except the ray tracing is basically gonna be like default for everything, and that's gonna be great.
30 frames though?
That kind of got me up. That upsets me so much. I said that when I was playing Cyberpunk when I turned the ray tracing on. 30 frames? Ew.
But I like ray tracing, so I'm just like, I deal with it.
Yeah, I just like the reflections and the shine. But you want to talk about something? Man, God of War. You were saying God of War was going to be mid. That storyteller is telling me otherwise.
I did not say that. Mid. Wait a minute. You got the wrong.
No, you said you thought the story for Ragnarok was going to be mid.
No, what I said was from the initial trailer that they showed back in 2 years ago, I was like, I didn't say it was mid. I was just like, I didn't see like a jump. Like, you know how?
Oh, you're talking about like a graphical jump.
Yeah, like the like this is fucking next
gen. You were worried about the story because I know you
said somebody was working. I know the story's gonna be heat.
Because you said somebody wasn't working on a story that was working on a story. You were skeptical.
No, What I said was Cory Barlog. He's still writing it. You know what I mean? He's still overall has like creative control per se, right?
Right.
He's not the one directing God of War Ragnarok. He's not the director. That's the only difference. So okay. I mean, if shit goes a different way, it's not Corey's fault.
I think
But
I'm gonna be
I don't think it's
satisfied.
gonna be. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it might. I think the game, the way it's gonna end, is probably gonna split the fan base. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting because it's a lot of stuff where I'm looking at it. I'm like, Corey's been tweeting some crazy shit. I'm just like,
Now, keep in mind, they did say this is going to be the last God of War, but in Norse mythology. So who knows? Like whatever happens with Kratos is gonna happen. I don't know, but if they do
but this
continue
new
the series,
trailer,
it's gonna be Atreus for
but
sure moving forward.
the new trailer kind of sealed the deal for. I'm like, oh, this nigga's not dying. Like, yet the hardest quote of all time, bro. Like,
Death can have me when it earns me. Like, bro, that's
like,
I had to rewind
bro.
it after they said that. I was gonna rewind it because I saw 2 Valkyries, but I said, he putting Thanos to shame.
Imagine.
Bar for bar, Kratos might have it with Thanos for real.
But the nigga Thanos did die like 3 times, so that's where I'm like,
Thanos died. Well,
I'm not
Thanos.
Kratos.
I mean, Thanos really died like once. If we're being honest, because that boy just didn't fight back when they killed him the first time. He said, "I won, bro. You could kill me. You still lost."
This man, bro, getting
That's
whacked.
petty. That's petty. I like that. But no, they took that man out one time, but that's.
But Kratos, he definitely died
That's
like 3
tough.
times.
Oh yeah, he died. He dies all this. He died. That nigga died in every game he's been in except for.
And you still haven't sent
And
me
like maybe the PlayStation
supposed
PSP games.
comic. Like you haven't sent me the supposed comic where it explains how he survived. Because I'm like that because playing God of War 3, I'm like,
oh yeah.
there's
My bad,
no
I got you.
fucking way. There's no fucking way. The nigga stabbed the hardest sword in like
Existence through himself, and he ate
existence.
that shit.
He literally stabbed himself with Zeus himself. That's the
What?
equivalent of what he did. Yeah. The sword
He
of
stabbed himself
that
through
Zeus
Zeus?
created. Yeah.
Yeah,
Zeus
with
is
the
Oh.
sword
all
of the
Zeus's
Blade of
might.
Olympus.
The Blade of Olympus literally has the power to strip God's powers. Any gods. Like literally that's what well, I'm swirling.
So it's like the God Killer, quote unquote, from Wonder Woman, or the sword that could, or the weapon that could
Yeah,
kill
I know
anything.
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's basically what that is. It's basically what that is.
And he ate that. Want to know why? Because he can't die yet. He is too angry to
I
die.
need them to explain that in the game because this shit's pissing me off. Like, bro, the nigga stabbed
Maybe-
himself with a big ass hole in his fucking chest.
That is.
And you mean to tell me this nigga swam?
You have to read the lore separately.
No.
maybe there is an entity that's probably keeping him alive that I don't know.
It
They
has
might have
to.
to explain. There probably is someone beyond the gods' understanding that is keeping Kratos in existence to further out whatever is on Kratos' like pathway. It has to be because what they've been in the Greek mythology, they've now going to Norse mythology. There's a whole bunch of mythologies out there.
Well, no, but my thing is,
Japanese
if he's bleeding the
mythology,
fuck
they
out,
have fucking Egyptian mythology now too. So
Yeah.
so like
well, they're
if the
going to
series
Egypt in the
continues, it could
third
go
one,
there.
or new trilogy.
They could go to Danu, which is like the Celtic gods. That's Danu's their goddess, mother Earth goddess, and there's a whole bunch of things around that stuff.
No, but my thing is like,
Hey, yo.
there's no way in hell that you're damn near on the brink of death, hole in your fucking chest, your body's floating in fucking like water. There's no way you got the portals to switch to different mythology. No. There's only one person that can do that. Well, 2 people.
Nah, he this nigga actually like walked. He took a stroll.
Nah, that there's no
I'm
way.
serious.
Send me
Put
the
a hole in
comic.
his chest.
Go to read comics online, bro. Right now on your laptop.
There's no way.
I'll do it. Read comics online.
Yeah, just type it as one word.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, and then just type of God of War.
Yeah, let
When
me
you get in that search box,
load that sucker up.
and then you're gonna want that God of War 2018 and that God of War Fallen God, and that's probably gonna tell you everything you need to know.
Right, put in search. They got a Cowboy Bebop comic.
Yeah.
But it's the recent V-Buff? Oh my god. Okay, God of War 2018.
Yeah, just
That's
type in
correct.
God of War and it's gonna be the 2 on the right.
What number?
It's like 2018. One of them's 2018, and the other one is like something called Fallen God. I think that one's a tie-in with it too, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so yeah, there's God of okay. Why the fuck is that strip on here? Okay, there's God of War
Yeah, they give you
2018,
wild
and
ass
there's God of
ads.
War Fallen God.
Yeah, them too.
So I go in Fallen God.
You go on Fallen God and you look at 2018 too. It's one of them or both of them that explain that shit.
Well, there's 4 issues, so I would have to. There's 4 issues for both, so I have to look through it.
You still
But
have to
but but
open the
Fallen God,
portals,
he
though.
looks like he
God of War
looks
3 Kratos?
younger. Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
younger. Maybe it's on the last issue. Let me check. Let me do all pages here.
That doesn't make sense. To just strictly walk, you can walk, but you still have to open the portal to switch to different mythologies. Like there's only
I'm gonna share my
two people that
screen.
can do that. I don't think we get copyright, but you can
All
go
right,
ahead and share it.
I'll do it without. Let me see if I can find it. I'm on the 4th. Who the fuck's this woman?
Cause the dude from what is Idris Elba's character name from the Marvel Thor? What's his name?
Heimdall?
Yeah, Heimdall. Isn't he the only one that can really open portals? Him and like Odin.
That's for like Norse shit, I guess, because he like
That's
all
that's
the
what I'm saying. Like,
pantheons exist simultaneously. I don't know if it's like different regions of the world or just like literally different worlds as a whole.
because Heimdall is
I don't know
supposed to
how
be
it
the
works.
gatekeeper. So wouldn't he have to see him to even go there? Like that's not really making sense
That's
to me.
like, but that's like Marvel thing though, because it's like they change shit in the because like Thor, that worthy shit don't matter with Thor's hammer for real. Like you
No, I'm
literally
not
just
talking
have to
about
be strong
the
enough to pick
hammer.
it
I'm
up.
talking about this Heimdall's
Yeah,
like
what I'm
overall
that's what I'm
existence
saying.
in
Like
his
Heimdall
role.
probably don't see everything. He's just a gatekeeper in actual
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Norse
that's exactly what I'm
mythology.
saying. I'm saying you would still have to see him to even enter the gate into Norse mythology, is what I'm saying.
No, he guards Asgard and shit. Like he's not gonna actually see all the other people going from realm to realm and shit. Is what I'm saying.
No,
Who
you
the
not understand
fuck
what I'm
is this
saying.
character?
You not understand what I'm saying. I'm saying like
None of
as
this
in
shit makes sense.
yeah, I'm saying like to open the gate. If that makes sense.
I got you.
Because if he's in Greek mythology, there's no way he has that door to open Norse mythology. That doesn't make any sense. And Corey Barlog has
Look, that nigga,
already said that they all exist in not one timeline per se, but they
one world. There's like one Earth.
no, he said there's multiple Earths. If that makes sense.
Okay.
That's why in like
Multiple
Greek
realms.
mythology, yeah, like it's different realms is what he said. Probably, I'm paraphrasing, but there's a whole video of him talking about it and breaking it down.
Okay, apparently this dialogue in Fallen Gods Kratos says, if I am to be cursed to deathless misery, then at least I can rid myself of you." So it sounds like there is something upon him where he can't physically die, no matter what. But I'm trying to find out why he has that upon him. Because this is the first issue of Fallen God. And it's literally
I
like
don't know.
after
I don't know because I know like
That
after the
doesn't make
third
sense
game.
because he died multiple times. The only reason he
But he comes
hold on.
back.
comes back is because of other gods that helping him, like basically Mother Nature was like, "Look, we need you, nigga. You can't die right now. You the only person that can help me fight Zeus." Or like the whole curse where, as you know, in God of War 1, he kills his whole family. He didn't know that, but it happened, and he was just cursed for all
Yeah,
eternity to
homie got
have
tricked into that
on
shit.
his body. Yeah. So,
Oh,
and
what's
then the
this?
first time where he didn't die, but he was about to, and that's when he sold his soul to fucking Ares. So, which gave him the whole blades of chaos. They got fucking 20 different names.
Oh, Kratos in Egypt land right now.
Yeah, that man moved. He on foot.
Yeah. Hold on.
So share your screen. Share your screen.
It's like this. Okay, hold on. Let me get the screen up. Select window. Okay, what would this window be on? Fuck it. How does this work? Select your window. Hunters. Nope. Delayed. Nope. Oh, it's a window. Window. Okay. All right. You see it?
Okay.
It's loading.
Tell me when you see it.
Yeah, we see it.
Like this guy just came out of nowhere. So just skip ahead. See, look. But that is
Spare
because they
change, nigga.
do
Spare change.
understand what destiny lies in store for you here in the land of the pharaohs. This man walked up on shore in Egypt. But like going
What's it
back up
called? He
here,
went to go
like
take care of
this
the
is this
thief
is
himself.
this is issue 1. So like following God, and he's like right here. That's the first.
So
Page.
the Egypt game that they're doing is going to take place in between the original trilogy and the Norse trilogy. Is what you're saying?
Oh, it could be, but I haven't seen like the end of this issue. Deny the comforts of the grave. I seek the nearest approximation. He's like, this guy wants to die, but he's not gonna have like a full death.
He ain't getting
He's
that
gonna
release he
die but
want.
come back. That's look. He's trying to look for
Oh,
darkness, silence, solitude, slumber, but
Oh no, but the
all of it's
the
temporary.
darkness thing is from God of War 3, where
Like a damnation.
he survived because of hope.
what's it called? He keeps trying to get rid of the blades too.
No,
Yep.
he can't get rid of the blades. It's a permanent curse.
I know, like he literally took them off, but they keep teleporting on him
Yeah.
every time he wakes up. That shit
Gotta
is
burn these. Let me skip ahead. Because this character is also in the last issue. He seems to be like a recorder or something, a scriber. He's got his tablet and pen. It's like when you read his voice, you can hear it in your head. In your head. I said, leave me be. Zeus!
kill that nigga on the way out saying that.
Not even you can outpace your destiny, oh God,
Coward,
no matter how
face
far
me.
you can
That nigga
run.
be saying that.
Days slide into weeks. That's a weird way of describing it. Oh, this man's getting eaten up by fucking wolves.
What the fuck?
Weeks into months, and still I will not rest. You look weary, Kratos. Oh, a talking monkey. Where are we now? A talking bamboo. No, not a bamboo. What the fuck type of monkey is this? This is like a Lion King monkey. I forgot the species. Damn. Just lonely. Look at this. Look at this man's eyes. He's down low. Something is keeping him alive. Could it be this blades? That's like his
You said
lifeline.
what?
Could his blades be like what's keeping him alive? As long as they exist, he can't fully die.
Well, I don't know because the chains are also a part of his deal with Ares, being
Yeah,
his
the
like
chains on him.
his servant of war. But he killed Ares and every fucking god, and he literally eradicated the Greek mythology. Like he eradicated it. But I don't know because Athena, yeah, Athena, she's technically dead,
Athena
but
still
not
haunts
dead.
that man. No cap.
Yeah, so
She's a higher power.
but I don't know because she needed the Blade of Olympus to recreate the world, but he of course he fucking stabbed himself and didn't give her the option to do that. So I don't know.
The screen's still up?
Yeah, it still is, but
Yeah.
I guess we can close off with that. And
who are these people? Athena! There's this haunting. Athena looks like this? Oh, nothing. Stone Athena. Athena! I should have known! Actually, hold on.
no, that's Athena because she pops up at the end of God of War 2018.
That is Athena
Wow.
for sure.
Yeah.
What is Kratos?
Won't let that man rest. See that man getting his beard. Look at him.
Yeah.
But all right, well, I guess we'll close it off with that because there wasn't really no other
Her ghost kind of bad though.
Oh man, this nigga. Shout out to King for coming on the pod or the show, I should say, rather. It's not necessarily a pod.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
And we'll be back next week. If you just like the audio versions, you like that, we are on Apple for delay gaming. And if you enjoy, people having different perspectives and debates, and telling stories, go follow us at Delay W Podcast on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all that shit. And we out. Peace. Donations. We take donations.
Donations.
On Anchor.fm.